All right.
All right. We ready?
Now we can
Let's
say
roll.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New
How
Year!
are we, ladies? Are we ready? Are we rolling? Are we back?
I
Or are
am
we asleep?
so ready. I am so ready. It has been like what, 5 weeks, 4 weeks since we've been together, and I'm so glad to be back and back to it and back, presenting with everybody. So let's
I
go.
am too. It was,
Yes.
Yeah,
it was nice, but it seemed like I had divorced everybody for like,
I know, right?
I
right?
know.
So
Maybe next year we won't take a break for the holidays.
to reunite. All right. So
Like, what happened? Where did everybody go?
I don't know. I'm here. Are you not there?
No, I'm here. I'm
Oh,
here.
oh,
This is what it felt like. Like I felt like it.
oh, I'm
Like
like,
one
wait
minute we're together, the next minute we're.
a minute. Yeah, hide and seek, hide and seek. So we're gonna get back at it with our Women Talk Fierce podcast. So if you
Yeah.
remember, let's see if anybody can remember and say it for me before I trip it up. It is three women, three stages of life, motherhood, business, and a roller coaster of what? Three things: laughs,
Laughs.
lessons, and
All kinds
loud
of opinions.
opinions. And by the end of it, it just might be a true crime podcast. Actually, we're all looking pretty good today. So,
We're all looking pretty good today.
yeah, I don't see that happening, but you never know. All right, so to kick everything off, I'm going to skip the goals, skip the woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm going to question you on that in another month or two. But right now, let's go to some fun. Idea to action. So, what's the dumbest thing you have Googled during your first month of business? Now, how's this for getting in the first year of 2026? Okay, so dumbest thing you've Googled. Let's say Kara. Kara's got
Ready?
something. She's already
Ready?
like nodding her head. Go ahead.
You ready to hear it?
I'm ready. I'm writing it down.
I
I'm
had to
ready.
Google. I had to Google what was a virtual assistant. I
Ah.
had no idea. I
Oh.
had no clue. I had no clue what a virtual assistant was. I was a virtual assistant before I was a virtual assistant. So I'm on Google. What is a virtual assistant? Like, how does that work? In my mind, I couldn't reconcile that I could actually assist simply through remote work. In my
Ah.
mind, why didn't I have to be in person for this to happen? And what were the limitations? But I had no clue. I mean, it's so simple when you think about it, but I had no idea.
Good point. Yeah, good point. You know what? I always, in the beginning, of course, now I've been working with several, or have worked with several. I always was confused between the executive and the virtual.
Yeah.
Same
Yes.
thing, different thing.
And well, and that's the thing is because it technically is the
It's
same thing
the same thing.
because virtual assistant means a lot of things. You can be
Yes.
an executive assistant, you can be a
That's
bookkeeper, you can be a
right.
project manager, you
Right,
can
right,
be a
right.
copywriter. So, I think that's what a lot of people, there's a misconception that a virtual assistant is just a general assistant. No, a virtual assistant can be a lot of titles.
Yep.
But that's where I think it gets confusing. So when I see somebody that has virtual assistant, unless I know them and know what they do,
Mhm.
it's confusing. So,
Yeah.
because you're a virtual assistant for
Or what do you
what?
do? What
Yeah,
exactly is it that you
it's
do?
almost like me when I say
Let me
business
give you a list.
Yep.
I gotta be very specific on who I work with and what I do. So,
1000%.
yeah.
So, I mean, I do think it's
Actually,
important to
not
say,
dumb.
huh?
I don't think that's dumb.
Oh, but it felt dumb, right? Like
Okay,
it
okay,
felt that because somebody said you could do this as virtual assistants, and I was like, what the fuck's a
What the
virtual
heck is a
assistant?
virtual
Like,
assistant?
huh?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I
But
was
there
gonna
is
gong
like
you. I was
general,
gonna
yeah.
gong you. Is
Yeah.
that not being stupid?
But it felt that way because I mean, there are, virtual assistants, which is like general VA, and that's what they should say. I'm a general virtual assistant. I'm going to manage your inbox and I'm going to manage your email. And then
Right.
that's about all you're going to get from me. But then you move into the higher,
Hmm?
ranges where it's executive assistant or online business manager or COO, still
So, are you
assistant.
telling me a virtual assistant just kind of answers emails?
A general one, a general one. I mean, they kind of do like just tasking. Like if I were to
Okay.
send you, I had one that she would sort spreadsheets for me all day long. And my goal was for her to keep my inbox at least down to 20 in a day. That's what she did.
I
Was
think
it?
I think if anybody saw my inbox, they would just like
Yeah,
They
Tammy,
would
I don't
run
know
and
why
hide.
you have not had me
unfriend
go in
me.
there and set you up on a system,
Unfriend me.
you know, but you also use Apple, so it's a different kind of, it's harder to keep
Is it?
clean.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
harder to keep clean than
Yeah.
Google.
Maybe we should talk here.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
Yeah.
talk. That has been the least of my, but that's a good point. So good
Yep.
point. I don't think that's super dumb, but I can understand feeling dumb if you're going in that field.
I
But
feel
I
so
don't
dumb.
think it's super dumb. All right, but I get it. So how about you, Nikki?
Mine kind of aligns with that a little bit because I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try being a because I had researched like ways to make money from home as I was 7 months pregnant. And of course, virtual assistant pops up as like the top five.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that. And when I started my business as a virtual assistant, I'm like, okay, I'm here, but what can I offer?
But what now?
Like, how do
Yeah.
I get to people? I would not even show my face on Instagram for a very long time. I would never talk on stories. I would never do anything. So I'm like, how do I put myself out there? Hated coffee chats, hated networking calls, like hated it. So
How did
I had to figure out all the ways to,
go around that or accept it?
yeah, I guess go around it for a little while. And then
Accept
as
it.
I got more clients, I'm like, okay, I'm actually not bad at this. I'm not bad at
You're actually
talking.
kind of good at it. Not, you know?
Nikki,
Yeah,
I think you're good at talking there, hon. I
I
think
think so.
you're
Yeah,
good.
if I know you, then I can talk to you. But it was so it's not a dumb, I guess it's not a dumb thing to ask, but I feel
No, gone
like
for
here
you
I
too.
felt dumb doing it because I should have already knew that before
It's funny what we think we already should know when we really no.
starting it. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now I've labeled myself as a virtual assistant, but I have no clue what to offer. Like, what can I
Right. Yeah.
offer? What could I legally offer with?
What can you offer is, I think a lot of people question that. And that's kind of why I created the course, because people go, I'm going to start this business. I'm going to start this virtual assistant thing,
Mhm.
right? They have no idea what they can offer. They have no idea who they can offer it to. There are so many people, and not just online businesses, who want a virtual assistant.
Yeah.
And so, who you can offer it to, that is so vast. I actually walk people through that because you're going, oh, I can get on Facebook and I can take clients for $6 an hour. When you start out as a virtual assistant, that's what you think that is
Yeah.
going into Facebook groups and taking $3, $6 an hour for these little bitty projects. And no, it should never be that. If you are not
You
at least
can't
getting
even
paid
buy a
$20
Happy
an
Meal with
hour,
that
then no.
anymore. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's insane, so, but I started the course for that reason, Nikki, is because a lot of people don't know what can you offer, who can you offer it to, and how much should you be
Yeah.
pricing?
I
Yeah.
think I also Googled too, like, who do I even who do I even talk to? Who do
Yeah,
I
I'm
even
sure.
go to?
How to
And I
find
felt dumb
jobs,
doing it, but
Yeah.
how to get jobs off of Upwork, how to find.
yes, how do you fill out your Upwork profile? Like I was Googling,
I
I
now
was a
actually have
Google
a,
machine.
if you do want Upwork, I actually do have a I joined a master class for that. So I have much better, much
Oh,
better insight. So if you ever
just
want to get
thumbs
back on
up me.
Upwork,
I just got a thumbs up balloon.
I
Was
think
that
it might have caught mine. I
I
don't
think
know.
it caught mine too. It asked me, it was like, hmm, there it is.
There you
Ah,
go.
there it
That's what it's
goes.
you. I'm like, look, she's giving herself a high thumbs up. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. All
Tammy,
right.
what's yours? What's your dumbest?
Well,
Dumbest, because I
thank
don't
Dumbest.
think
God
any of ours have been
AI.
dumb.
I think I'm glad that AI is out now because I probably
Woohoo!
broke Google back when I questioned it because I create all these different crazy whatever businesses. So in Google, I put in like the 5 businesses I had been currently working on and doing and said, so with all these, what do you think we should add or do or what has never been done before? It just was like tilt, tilt.
Yeah.
That was probably
Google was not that intelligent at the time.
was not able to handle that one.
No, I
AI,
don't know.
still has a minute of going, okay.
Listen, I don't know. It walked me through a nervous system reset this morning, and I was like, oh, I'm so impressed by you.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
So AI, I went and I was chatting with my, little AI boyfriend, and I was like, hey, I'm feeling kind of funky. Like, what's going on with me? And it's like, hold on, let's take a minute and breathe together. And I
Oh
was, oh,
my God, that's
okay.
so funny.
Yeah.
I was something was on the background because when I'm working, I'll have stuff on the background. And I remember one of the guys, I want to say it was on Southern Charm, said he
Mm.
had just had a crying session
With
with,
AI.
yeah, he was trying to figure out what was
I'm
wrong
telling,
with him or why
I'm
he
telling you,
reacted a certain
that's
way towards someone.
That's kind of why I had this conversation with my AI this morning, because one of my old coaches, who I absolutely love, he is probably my favorite mentor ever. He was talking about he has daily conversations with ChatGPT that he just
Yep.
goes in and talks, and it sets
Yep.
up his day. It tells him like, okay, you know what, but this is what you should be doing. And he's like, oh, you know what? That's not entirely wrong. So I had this conversation, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Me and
I
ChatGPT have
specifically
some
have to
heart to hearts.
yeah, mm, I have my running routine where I have my time to think and kind of reset my mind. But there are moments when, we have a little love affair online. And I'm like, you was bad. You was badass. And he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I am,
Uh-huh.
aren't I?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Actually, I'll tell you guys, last night, so one of my oldest clients, she's an absolute doll. I only do so she has a Pilates app. So people buy these memberships and then they watch the Pilates videos. And all I do is I go in and I upload the videos. I edit and I upload the videos for the app basically. And then sometimes she'll call me if she needs, some advice or whatever. But we were on the phone yesterday and she said, send me a blurb about what you do. I want to promote you to my audience. She's like 1 million Instagram followers.
Oh,
And she was like,
Yeah.
I want to
nice.
promote you to my audience. And so I go into ChatGPT and because I was driving and I had forgot to text her and I said, hey, do me a favor and write a blurb about what I do. And these are the 2 offers that I want to send. It wrote me the whole text for me.
Yep.
I mean,
Isn't that
I do
great?
it all the time.
Mine has done it on, here's the crazy thing. So I have Claude, Chat, and
Yeah.
Pro. Okay. All of them seem to get who I am because I asked same type of thing. I said, I need a quick bio. Can you do something? It literally pulled it like Claude. I had never said anything about XYZ, and it pulled it and it gave everything I had been doing, everything I was doing, what I was working on, what kind of attitude I had, what kind of problem. Like, I don't remember having these discussions with you.
Let me tell you, so I have become a Claude fan. I'm
Love
loving
Claude.
Claude and I have the extension
Love
on my
Claude.
Google browser.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, it just did something for me so incredible. I'm going to tell you. So I have an Airtable base that I needed to copy into a spreadsheet. And if you know anything about Airtable, it's
I don't.
impossible to
Yep.
copy.
I don't.
Impossible to copy them.
I
So you
have
have
it.
to,
I'm gonna have
yeah,
it trained by Kira,
yeah.
clearly.
So you have to literally go one by one by one thing to copy. You can't just paste it into a spreadsheet and work.
Right.
So I pull up my Claude extension and I have it on the Airtable page and I asked it, is it possible for you to take this table and turn it into a spreadsheet? It took that Airtable table, created a Google spreadsheet in my Google account, transferred all that data, and
No.
then sent me the link to my Google. And I was like, oh, I like you. I really like you, Claude, because it does it for me. It also triages my inbox for me now. I've set it up a skill.
What do you mean it triages your inbox? What are you talking about?
So my Google inbox, I have it set up to where I have action items, I have things to review, I have like easy resources, and then I have everything else. So I'll say, go through my everything else and mark action items. Anything that's a newsletter, put it in the newsletter label. Anything that's financial, put it in the financial label, and it boop, does it.
But how do you connect that? Okay, this is a whole other discussion. We'll
Yeah,
have to
I
have
mean,
this talk somewhere. Yeah,
I'll
because
just show you guys. It's
that's pretty
stinking
cool.
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
It's
that's awesome.
it's
I think we need
amazing.
to have a master class on that, Kira.
I know. Well, spoiler alert,
Oh,
inbox triage AI is going to be one of my offerings this year.
Ta-da! I want one. I
Hello.
want
Yep.
one.
Yep.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Because I
I think it's
definitely
gonna
need
be.
that.
I think
Oh,
it's gonna
very
be big.
cool. So I
So
don't think
Yes.
any of our questions were super dumb, but I get
no,
it.
no,
At the
no.
moment, it sounds like it when we're doing it. So I
It
totally get it.
In
truly.
the moment,
So
it feels dumb,
feels
but
dumb. Exactly. All
It,
right. So the next question is, who or what kept you from quitting when it got messy?
oh God,
mm,
So Nikki, you're up.
my kids, I guess. 'Cause I'm like, I'm doing this for you.
Yep.
mhm.
I get it.
It's a good
But I've
answer.
also had a couple clients that really assure me that there's a purpose and there's a reason
Oh,
why I'm
there is always a purpose and a reason. It's
Yeah,
that
for sure.
season you wonder about.
It is that season.
Yep, yep, yep.
That season.
So me, um,
You're up.
honestly, there's been different seasons of business, and so it's been a different
Mhm.
person each time.
Yep.
Initially, so obviously I did start for like Nikki, my kids, but I think had it just been my kids, I would have shut it down. I had to have that encouragement and motivation, somebody to say something, right? So when I first started and things, I was, listening to all the voices and you have to be on Instagram, you have to do this, you have to do that. And when things weren't working, I joined Mara's community.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say that too. I was gonna add
yeah,
that.
I joined that community. And while the community was very inspiring, there was one girl in there in particular who she said, everything you do, you really should be an online business manager. And
Mhm.
it got me thinking. And she said, and actually, she said, if you want to do a project for me, I can get you started on there. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay. So
very
she hired me to do her
cool.
first system, my first system build. And I did it for $200 for her.
Well, she got a
And
deal.
which right, because now, website builds, system
Yeah,
builds, I mean, they start
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
$2,200. So, but
yeah,
for her, I did it for $200 and it was the best experience and it ended up growing my business.
yeah,
So,
Love it.
because of her, I made 6 figures that year. And
Awesome.
so that was in that season. But then, as things got worse and, d- dipped and ebbed, and then it was, in particular clients. So I
Mhm.
had Elaine, the publisher, who was, we were great friends. And actually, I think Tammy and Elaine are very, very similar, where, we've been on trips together. She are very supportive of each other in our lives and everything else. And so I really think Tammy, you and Elaine have
Aw.
probably been such big
Yeah,
motivators for me because in this season, I'll be honest, like if Tammy wasn't holding my hand, I probably would have been like, peace out, I'm going to get a real job.
yeah,
And you would have been
Yeah, I
miserable.
would have been miserable.
Oh, well, that's really nice. I do think, though, as you grow, your circle becomes those
yeah,
people that
yeah,
will gravitate to you are the ones that connect with you, the ones that
Mhm.
your circle becomes who you want it to be.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
become more intentional about who you want in your circle. I'm
One.
very intentional about that.
yeah,
So I love that. I think for me, this is going to sound terrible, but you have to remember I've been on my own for a very long time. So
Hmm.
it would have to be me.
Yeah.
Be
yeah,
screaming at myself, getting get your ass up and move. I do the
yeah,
same thing when it comes to running. Now, I don't mean that now. Like now, it's people that I work with, like Kira and Nikki and people I work with. But when it was only me, because it was only me for a very long time, there was, you know, people expected you to know all the answers. I was always expected
They do.
yes,
always. I remember having a girlfriend tell me, I remember two comments that were over 30 years ago that stuck with me. One was, I had a girlfriend tell me, like, we never worry about you. We know you'll figure it out. I'm like, but life sucks for me too every now and then.
Yeah.
it's like why do I have to figure it out?
But
Exactly.
but it does make a difference for somebody just to say like, yep, you know what, this sucks, but keep on going. And
People just expected I knew the answers.
yeah,
Yeah,
So I think, you know, you just kind of figured a way to find the answers.
you figure it out.
You
Yeah,
figure it
it's true.
out.
It's
So,
true. And
but
it's
I
weird
was
because even if you have somebody who's there who is supportive of you, don't discredit yourself because
You
you
have to
are
be your
pulling
biggest
it.
fan. You
Yeah,
have
you're pulling
to.
it out of yourself to make it work.
If you're not your best friend, now mind you, I have friends, I have my husband, I have, I have all these friends, but I still consider myself my best friend. Like I am very
Hmm.
in tune with how I treat my body. I'm very dedicated to making sure I'm doing the best for my mind, my body, myself, because if I'm not doing it for me, how am I supposed to do it for anybody else?
That's right. Yeah.
Sure.
And how am I going to be strong enough for anybody else, like my family, my kids? And we've had some journeys, like we've had some, huge challenges along the
We've had
way.
some times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's tough if you're not a big fan of yourself
Yeah.
because you're always looking for that outside person to validate you, which you want an outside person to be there to support you. But your validation really has to come from you. And if you can't give it to yourself, if you can't be dedicated to yourself, I think you got to take a step back and kind of really reconnect yourself with you,
You do.
what you want. So it's
You
not
do.
that you don't get lost along the way either, because it certainly got lost. But um, I didn't come into an area where I was bringing people into my world that I would allow myself to really get connected to till probably the last couple years,
Hmm.
because I was so either she's got it, she's handling it, she's our boss, she's looking, even though I was friends, even though I was working, it was a different that I was viewed in a different way.
What's that? Yeah.
So that's probably the long story short is, yeah, just being a friend to yourself and making sure that you put yourself as a priority. And I
Mm.
think as moms,
It's so hard.
and I'm not sitting there going, oh, we just don't have the priorities and we can't do it because we have kids. It's not true. It's just, I think we find ourselves giving, like you're giving it away all the time. You're giving it to your kids, you're giving it to your husband, you're giving it to schools. If I was doing PTOs, I was doing whatever I could
All the
to,
time.
yes, yes. And I'm not saying that was good or bad, but you have to get back
But
to
you can
you.
burn out.
100%.
You can burn out from it. Actually, it's funny because if I really think about it, the times when I am feeling the most unhappy, the times that I'm feeling the most despair is when I have taken on too much of other people's.
Yes.
And I look at it and I go, why is all this weight on me? Why am I the one making all the calls? Why am I the one dealing with this? Why am I the one having to make all these runs? Why am I the one? And it's self-inflicting because I've just taken it on,
Right.
but we do that.
So I said, it's up to us. And I was not a really good because I was kind of like, I got it. I'm good. It's fine. Take care of it.
1000%.
Yeah. We're good. But you find yourself going, hold up. Maybe I'm just not so good.
Maybe I'm actually not good. So
Yeah, I
let's
need
think
to
about that for a
reevaluate this
Yeah.
thing. I
I
remember
think I
getting
found myself in that arena last
Yeah.
fall,
Hmm.
what the
this
being your
past
best
fall,
friend or just
I'm not
being
so
burned
good.
out. Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
am like burning the candle at both ends.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
you become not only, and I'm only saying this because I've been here. I'm not saying for, to not do it. You just become, I don't know, I want dead inside. That's
You
really
do.
dramatic, but you become so just kind of robotic, I guess is the word I'm
Yes.
looking for. You're just going through the motions. You're just doing
I
what you
was
have to do.
there. And I don't think I was as honest. I'm probably more honest with you guys about it, but I don't think I was as honest with myself and everyone else as I should have been about it. Because in March, before really the shit hit the fan, even I was in complete burnout. I
Mhm.
was just doing way too much. I had my clients, but I had this set of 4 clients all in one organization. And it was like I had the main client and then another coach, a whole training system that I was helping run, and then another coach. And when that all fell apart, I realized it was exactly what I needed because I was in complete overwhelm. It was that core that I needed to release.
Yeah.
When I got out of that, I felt so much relief and I felt so much better, but I did not let it go on my own because it would have felt like failure to me, right? And so it just
I
felt
get that.
miserable and I was just living in that misery.
Yeah.
to prove something to myself that didn't need to
Prove
be
something
proven.
to yourself.
And I
it's
didn't need to prove it.
knowing failure is just part of the fucking journey.
Yeah.
Oh, who
Lord
if
have mercy.
you
That's
don't
like a
nobody wants to
every
go there. Nobody wants to do
Yeah.
that.
Like, dang.
Necessary.
It's necessary,
You
but we don't want to
don't
go there, you know?
learn in the good times. I've never learned in the good times. I
Yeah.
have learned through all the fucking shit.
Yep.
So that's why I'm now an
1,000%.
expert because I've had a
Ding, 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 ding.
1,000%.
So if I could tell myself, if I could tell my younger self like Nikki, I'd tell myself, be your friend, make some time for you, or you just are never going to be good for anybody. And I
Yeah.
don't mean good as not good for anyone. I mean as you're not going to be healthy. You can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's
anyway,
absolutely
that
correct.
took a different turn, but
Woo!
that was good. That
It
was a
was
good
good.
start.
It
Do you feel cathartic? Did we a little
We had
cathartic
therapy.
there? Was it good?
We had New Year therapy.
There we go. New Year's therapy. So much for the goals. What you should have been doing. A little bit of New Year's therapy goes.
I think the goal for 2026 is number one, and I said this to Tammy's husband yesterday, is money. Okay, that's first one is money. Number two is to be okay.
Kira, you may want to
Just
reverse
survive.
those. I'm just thinking being
But-
okay might be good.
Actually, I'll be honest with you. I think we're better than okay, but I think it really is to I think it's so weird. Not everybody, but so many people that I talked to, 2025 was a freaking disaster for them. I mean, really a disaster, and it's so bizarre, especially in business. And I think a lot of people took that on and ignored it, and they weren't really okay. And so I think this is the year of like, okay, last year was the year of shedding, right? And this is the year of rebuilding. And that's what it is. It really is the year of rebuilding.
I
And
agree.
yeah, and
It
doing
really
that
is.
inner
It
work.
really is.
Yeah, that
Like
inner work.
yeah. So that's my thing was I always pick a word for the year. That yes, I do that corny thing. So
Yeah.
mine was accelerate. That's mine for this year. Last year it was abundance. Now, and I have to say 2025 was probably one of my best years until September. And then things took a little bit of a shift. But the beginning of the year was like bang up. It was amazing. I had the best time ever. And then it hit like September, October. I'm like, what's going
It's
on?
weird because I had these ebbs and flows. Like
What's going on
Yep.
here with
the beginning of 2025 was freaking amazing. And then March hit and it was like, "Rrr," and then summer was pretty good. And then all of a sudden it was like, "Rrr."
Yep. That's how mine is. It's like this all the time. I'm like, here we go again.
Like,
Here we go again.
but I do
I
feel good about this year.
2026 is going to knock it out.
I really do feel really good about this year.
And I met a lot of people. The same thing with you, Kira. The last quarter kicked a lot of people's ass. I'm not really
Yes.
sure why, but it did kick a lot of people's
It
ass.
did.
So
It really
Mine
did.
being one of them,
Yeah.
I'll admit it. Mine.
we all got our ass kicked the last quarter.
We sure did. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I have the anxiety medication to prove it.
And I will share it if you need it. Oh, that's some good stuff. It's
Thank
called being human.
Called being human. It is called being human.
Ladies, this was so fun. I love when we
It
get
was
to
fun.
come back and chat and have some fun. This was a good way to
Yes.
catch up, like I said. So those of you who are looking for goals, we'll get to you, but I'm gonna follow back around when you think I'm not looking to see what you've done. Because who's gonna talk about the goals now? It's just fluff. I want to see what
Yeah.
else.
Yes.
Who stuck to their gym rules? By the way, have you guys set any? Just I'm curious. Anybody doing anything personal resolutions for their mental and physical well-being? That I will ask you, Nikki and Kira. Come on, tell
I
me.
am.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Good.
no, not resolutions because I don't believe in the resolution, but
Okay,
just
yeah.
making changes. So I've not been quiet about it. I've been taking Wegovy, the shot,
Oh, how's that
and
going?
it's good, but my insurance now has a program that we have to go through to get on it. But it's actually a great thing. So I met with my peer advisor. So I now have a peer advisor who has actually been through my experience. So I have a peer
Which is
advisor
nice.
that I meet with. Yeah. And they send me a smart scale that only I can use because they get my information. And so
Oh,
they
that's
use all that
cool.
information to tailor. I have a nutritionist and I have a therapist.
I love it.
Definitely setting goals around that.
That is a great
Yeah,
way to go.
it's great. I was like, oh man, I gotta sign up for something else. Wait, this is awesome.
That's
Like,
awesome. Good for
yeah.
you, Kira. Good for
Good.
you.
Thank you.
How about you, Nikki? Nikki, come on, Nikki. Come on, Nikki.
To
What
get
you
my
got?
house
Drink
built.
more water.
Okay.
No,
We'll start
seriously,
with that.
I am building like, and I've been pretty good about boundaries, but even more this year, like making sure that me personally, I'm taking care of myself, whether it's more water, better food, or getting outside and doing something with the kids every day. Something. I'm not setting goals to go to the gym because I know that's
Right.
impossible.
Yeah, that's why I'm not
I'm
asking
not
anybody.
setting goals to work out every morning at 6 a.m. because I know it ain't gonna happen. So I get my steps walking around the farm. I'm good.
Well, good. At least you've got a plan. I like it. I, as you know, scream at myself to get out of bed at the ripe old 3:45 a.m. And I'm still on that regimen. I actually am proud of myself because it makes me feel good. I'm doing it for me, not for anybody
Yeah.
else, not for nobody's watching me. Clearly, no one's out at that insane godforsaken hour. But I love it, so I'm adding miles. Now I actually am pulling my husband out, so I'll come back from run and we'll go out for another 2-mile walk because he needs to
Okay.
get healthy.
Yeah.
He's not loving me, but that's okay.
But I will tell you something, Tammy. He may have told you that, but I'm gonna tell you, he sure was gloating about it. So, and he was, and he said that it's motivated him because he comes back and he works and he feels good. So
Yeah.
Well,
keep
and
it
that's
up.
another thing. Like
He has
I
not
will
told
add
me that,
too.
Kira. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
add too that I'm making myself get up at a decent time in the morning and not waiting like, oh, I just want to lay in bed and watch reels and then no. I'm
Yeah.
getting my butt up, I'm getting myself ready, I'm eating breakfast in peace, and I get a few things done work wise. Like,
That's so good, doesn't it?
yes, like
Okay.
replies to messages and starting my day out with commenting on somebody that like something uplifting or oh your hair looks beautiful or I hope you have a good day or whatever. So
Speaking of that, I was going to tell you guys the coolest thing ever. If you watch the news, somebody, it wasn't in this country. I want to say, was it Australia maybe? They had done this thing over there. I thought it was the coolest thing. They had put like a phone booth, but it was like a dressed up kind of phone booth. And it was just a phone there, but it was recording and it said kindness phone. You were just supposed to leave a kind message for somebody who was struggling.
Oh,
And there was lines and lines. I mean, you had 2-year-olds doing it to 85-year-olds. Now they have a
oh,
tour and it's everywhere. So I just thought that was,
that's
love
cool.
that.
yeah. So I thought it was
Yeah,
cool.
I
I've really been
love
enjoying
that.
doing that because I feel
Yeah.
like it starts my day off in a good way and I'm sure it brightens someone else's day.
And that's what they were saying. The people who were getting those messages were just so touched.
Yeah.
So it does make a difference.
I love that.
Yeah, it was really cool. So that's a great way to end. Look, and no one's dead. So let's see if I can not tongue twist this again. I did pretty good on the first one. So we
You
are
got
Women
it.
Talk Fierce, 3 women, 3 stages of life, motherhood, business, a roller coaster of laugh, lessons, and loud opinions. And nobody died. We're good.
Woo!
There's no,
Look at us
no,
go.
I'm still thinking who's going to be the true crime podcast about this year? Hmm.
Won't
And
be me. I'm living in joy this year, honey.
Yeah, baby. All right,
It
ladies,
might be
it has
me.
been amazing. Can't wait for the next one. And
Yes.